Okay, so this week I had the idea to apply for a job of intermedia. I was watching a YouTube video. I think it was by Devin, something like that. He's a guy who worked for at Vayner, and he designed the book cover for Crush It, I think. And he was just talking about his experience working there, and like I thought it was a very cool thing, and I got very excited with the idea of working there, and I kind of like, oh, I'm gonna try and apply to a job there. So I was going through the requirements, and they had a lot of things related to art and like illustrations and animation, 3D stuff, video editing, shooting, photography, and those are things that I like and that I wanted to try and work with. So I thought it would be like a perfect fit for me. And then I started trying to come up with ways that I could build my portfolio so I could apply to that position. And while I was doing some research, I found a video. It was a demo reel by it was a Cinema 4D demo reel, and they had all these amazing animations and motions, and I think, oh, this is so cool, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that, and it's funny because it's something that I've always wanted to do. Like my biggest dream is to make movies and games and music, and it was just so related to that, and I was like, great, it's a very nice idea. So I started digging a bit more, and you know when you kind of like fall into, you're getting the rabbit hole as you're researching things, and you just find all these related topics, and you just go, keep going. So that's what happened to me, and I was like, all of a sudden learning about video production and filmmaking. I was reading these articles where people were talking about these things, like how the process goes, and I was just so excited. I didn't know what to do then, but I started trying up some designs like poster design and tried to learn design theory and design basics so I could try and apply that for my portfolio. And well, long story short, I like yesterday I started watching some videos of people doing stuff on Blender, and also this channel by Ian Hubbard. He's a filmmaker, independent filmmaker, and he has like all this web series where he works with CGI on Blender on top of his footage. So it's kind of like, yeah, CGI, special effects. And it was just so cool. And it gave me this idea that I could try and do things like that, like here in my house, because I have a camera and I know how to use Blender, and I could learn to do those things like he does. And because it's something that I can do right now, it would be a great way for me to work towards my goal and my dream, which is to make movies and tell stories. So I kind of like started questioning. So do I really want to work at VaynerMedia? Because now, like this thing that I have right now, like this idea of making movies and CG stuff, it just looks so much better, you know. And it's funny because if I didn't start with that idea, like, okay, I'm gonna work for VaynerMedia, and I have to build my portfolio, I wouldn't like get so excited and try to research things, and I wouldn't get to this point where I'm like, okay, I can start making films and I can start making movies and games. All I have to do is just start doing it. And it's funny because I wouldn't get to this point if I didn't start there. And my what I wanted to say is it's okay to change your mind because you never know where that's gonna lead you, right? You can end up in a much better place. I'm not sure now if I'm gonna try and apply for the job, but I think it would be okay I do have like a studio page. I mean, it's just me in my house, but I want to build that up, you know? Start making stuff and putting it out there, even if it's just very basic things, I guess, or more amateur. I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened to me. And maybe it can help you to kind of realize that you don't have to follow up on everything you said you wanted to do. Sometimes Gary says this, that we build our own prisons because, like, you say to your mom, I'm gonna build the biggest company this world has ever seen, and now you're trapped by this. Like, oh, I have to do this. But you don't really have to. You can change your mind. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. It's okay to change your mind.